Hi everybody!
Hi.
Good afternoon, good evening and good morning. Welcome to the news. I'm only joking. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. Hi MJ, JD and Mercy Moo. All the way from Hull. Hi Rachel, hi Camille. We miss you. Hull crew, Holly said to say hi to you every time you say hi. She says to send her love. Hope you're all okay and doing well and enjoying some sunshine today. So if you're just joining us and you're not sure what we're doing, we're not raving it up today. We're going to read The Iron Man. So this term, in year 3, what year Zaya's in, they would be learning all about the Iron Man. So we got a copy of this book and there are 5 chapters and there are 5 Mondays in the month of June. So we thought we would do a chapter each Monday and give you a project to do at home for each chapter. And then you could send pictures or videos to us and we can share them and celebrate them together. And Zaya's thought of a really good challenge for chapter 1. Hi Ellie and Eve, they're watching in Huddersfield. Hi guys, we love Huddersfield. Every time we come and rave in Huddersfield, it's a nice energy and good vibes. We love a bit of Huddersfield. So we've come to our place today, which is our venue in Leeds. We thought we'd utilise the backdrop here rather than taking over our living room. So Holly Kenny, we send our love. I will do. Holly's doing an amazing job. So Holly works on the Boom Chicka Boom team and she is doing care work at the moment. So throughout this pandemic, she's been working in care homes and has been doing a fantastic job. So shout out to Holly. She is fabulous. Oh, this music's getting a bit scary then, wasn't it? So we'll just wait a couple more minutes before we start our story. So we've got 5 chapters. We're just going to be doing chapter 1 today, which is still quite lengthy, so get comfortable. And I want you guys to listen to this chapter as I read it and really imagine all of the things that I'm saying. And then Zaya is going to issue his challenge for this week. So it's going to give you a bit of homework. So if you're learning from home, this is a really cool challenge for you to do over this month. So every Monday we're going to read a chapter and every Monday we're going to give you a challenge, something to work on whilst you're at home throughout the week. You can send us your pictures and videos and we'll share them. We can do it like an assembly, can't we, Zaya?
Okay.
And do you want to be the head teacher?
No.
So thanks for joining us everybody. I think we are just about to get started. So if you're nice and comfy, so we're not jumping around today, it's a massive change.
It's not started.
We're chilling out.
Yeah.
We're chilling out. And we're going to be listening to the Iron Man. I think we've got enough people joining us.
No way, it's not yet.
What's your timer? Oh, we've got a timer. Zaya's got a new watch that counts how many steps he does. Oh, we've got 50 something seconds left. Okay. Let's see who else is joining us. Hi, Azaria. Let me read that. Azaria, and Zay. Say, hey, hi. We cannot wait to do kids' party when this is over with. Oh, we can't. You know, we've not done a birthday party since, I think March the 16th was our last thing. So we've got withdrawal symptoms from being wild. Although we have been wild on our live videos, haven't we? 18 seconds according to Zaya's stopwatch, and we're going to start the story. So get comfortable. You don't need to find a space. You don't need to find something to shake. You don't need to grab all of your grown-ups. You can just sit and chill and listen to this story.
Almost finished.
And then Zaya's going to give you a challenge to work on this week. Bing, ding, 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 ding. It is time to start our story. So,
It's vibrating.
it's what?
Vibrating.
It's vibrating. So we've got The Iron Man by Ted Hughes. So this story is a really popular story and one that you will probably learn in primary school and work towards different projects in primary school. So for those of you that are missing school at the moment, Zaya's school's still closed, isn't it? And he's in year 3, so he won't be able to go back to school anyway. But he should be doing this at the moment, so we thought we'd share it with you and work as a team, and we can kind of hold each other accountable to be doing our work.
And we started that.
We are, yeah, we're going to rewind to chapter 1 so everybody can join in. So there's not many pictures in this story, so I'm not going to be doing this all of the time. But I will show you the little pictures that do crop up along the way. So, the Iron Man. We have got one picture, a massive cliff, and Iron Man at the top there. So the chapter 1 is called The Coming. Oh, sorry, front page.
He's like a giant.
The Iron Man came to the top of the cliff. How far had he walked? Nobody knows. Where had he come from? Nobody knows. How was he made? Nobody knows. Taller than a house, the Iron Man stood at the top of the cliff. On the very brink, in the darkness, the wind sang through his iron fingers. His great iron head, shaped like a dustbin, but as big as a bedroom, slowly turned to the right, slowly turned to the left. His iron ears turned this way, that way. He was hearing the sea. His eyes, like headlamps, glowed white, then red, then infrared, searching the sea. Never before had the Iron Man seen the sea. He swayed in the strong wind that pressed against his back. He swayed forward on the brink of the high cliff. And his right foot, his enormous iron right foot, lifted up, out, into space, and the Iron Man stepped forward, off the cliff, into nothingness. Crash! Down the cliff, the Iron Man came toppling, head over heels. Crash, crash, crash! From rock to rock, snag to snag, snag to snag, tumbling slowly. And as he crashed and crashed and crashed, his iron legs fell off. His iron arms broke off, and his hands broke off the arms. His iron ears fell off, and his eyes fell out. His great iron head fell off. All the separate pieces tumbled, scattered, crashing, bumping, clanging down on the rocky beach far below. A few rocked and tumbled with him. Then, silence. Only the sea chewing away at the edge of the rocky beach where the bits and pieces of the Iron Man lay scattered far and wide, silent and unmoving. Only one of the iron hands, laying beside an old sand-logged, washed-up seaman's boot, waved its fingers for a minute like a crab on its back, then lay still. While the stars went on wheeling through the sky and the wind went on tugging at the grass on the cliff top and the sea went on boiling and booming, nobody knew that Iron Man had fallen. Night passed. Just before dawn, as the darkness grew blue and the shapes of the rocks separated from each other, 2 seagulls flying, crying over rocks. How do seagulls cry? They landed on a patch of sand. They had 2 chicks in a nest on the cliff. Now they were searching for food. One of the seagulls flew up. Can you do that? He had seen something. He glided low over the sharp rocks. He landed and picked something up.
What is that?
Well, let's find out. Something shiny, round and hard. It was one of the Iron Man's eyes. Dun, dun, dun. He brought it back to his mate. They both looked at this strange thing, and the eye looked at them. It rolled from side to side, looking first at one gull and then the other. The gulls peering at it thought it was a strange kind of clam peeping at it from its shell. The other gull flew up, wheeled around and landed and picked something up. Some awkward, heavy thing. The gull flew low and slowly, dragging the heavy thing. Finally, the gull dropped it beside the eye. This new thing had 5 legs. It moved. The gulls thought it was a strange kind of crab. They thought they'd found a strange crab and a strange clam. They didn't know that they had found the Iron Man's eye and the Iron Man's right hand. So there's just a picture for you to see what it looks like there. So you might have it in your imagination, but there's a little illustration from the book. So they didn't know they found the right hand. Right. There we go. But as soon as the eye and the right hand got together, the eye looked around at the hand. Its light glowed blue. The hand stood up on 3 fingers and its thumb and craned its forefinger like a long nose. It felt around, touched the eye, and gleefully picked it up and tucked it under his middle finger. The eye peered out between the forefinger and the thumb. Now the hand could see. It looked around. Then it darted and jabbed one of the gulls with its stiffly held finger, then darted at the other and jabbed him. The 2 gulls flew up into the wind with a frightened cry. Is that your seagull crying? Slowly, then the hand crept over the stone, searching. It ran forward and suddenly grabbed something and tugged. But the thing was stuck between the 2 rocks. The thing was one of Iron Man's arms. At last, the hand, the left arm, went scuttering hither and thither among the rocks till it stopped and touched something gently. This thing was the other hand. So it's all trying to find all its little bits now, isn't it? So
It needs his legs.
Yeah, it needs more things. So let's see.
He needs the legs
to be able to walk around and things.
No, he needs to build his body. He needs his legs first.
Correct, Amanda. This new hand stood up and hooked its finger around the little finger of the hand with the eye and let itself be led. Now the 2 hands, the seeing one leading the blind one, walking on their fingertips, went back together to the arm, and together they tugged it free. The hand with the eye fastened itself to the wrist of the arm. The arm stood up and walked on its hand. The other hand clung on behind as before, and this strange trio went searching. So what else do they need to find? Let's see. An eye! There it was, blinking at them, speechlessly behind a black and white pebble. The seeing hand fitted the eye to the blind hand, and now both hands could see. They were running among the rocks, and soon they found a leg. They jumped on top of the leg, and the leg went hopping over the rocks, with the arm swinging from the hand that clung to the top of the leg. The other hand clung on top of that hand, and 2 hands with their eyes guided the leg, twisting its way this way and that way, as its rider guides a horse. Soon they found another leg and the arm, and now each hand with an eye under its palm and an arm dangling from its wrist rode on a leg separately about the beach. Hop, hop, hop they went, peering among the rocks. Are you falling asleep or are you closing your eyes to imagine the story?
I'm trying to be tired.
Hope you're not falling asleep listening there. One found an ear, and then the same moment the other found the giant torso. So what's a torso? Do you know what a torso is, Saya? It's found a giant torso. What's that?
A hand.
Your torso is your...
Here.
Yes. So all this part here, this is your torso. Then the busy hands fitted the legs to the torso. Then they fitted the arms, each fitting to the other, and the torso stood up with legs and arms, but no...
Hair.
Uh-oh.
Head.
Head.
Oh, I
Not
said
head. Head. So this Iron Man has fallen off this cliff, gone into lots and lots of different pieces, and now now it's pieced itself back together up to the point of having no head. Let's see if they find the head. Got the eyes at least. It walked about the beach, holding its eyes up in its hands, searching for its lost head. At last there was the head, eyeless, earless, rested on a heap of red seaweed. Now in no time the Iron Man had fitted his head back, and his eyes were in place, and everything in place except for one ear. He strode about the beach, searching for his lost ear, as the sun rose over the sea and the day came. The two gulls sat on their ledge, high on the cliff. They watched the immense man striding to and fro over the rocks. Between them on the nesting ledge lay a great iron ear. The gulls could not eat it. The baby gulls could not eat it. There it lay on the high ledge. Far below, the Iron Man searched. At last, he stopped and looked at the sea. Was he thinking the sea had stolen his ear? Perhaps he was thinking the sea had come up whilst he lay scattered and had gone down again with his ear. He walked towards the sea. He walked into the breakers, and there he stood for a while, the breakers bursting around his knees. Then he walked in, deeper, deeper, and deeper. Dun-dun. The gulls took off and glided down low over the great iron head that was now moving slowly through the swell of the sea. The eyes blazed red, level with the wave tops. So the waves are here and the eyes are here. And the eyes are glowing what colour? Red! I hope you're listening better than Zaya is. He has read this chapter already. I'll let you off a little bit. Okay. So his eyes blazed red, level with the wave tops, till a big wave covered them and foam spouted up over the top of his head. The head still moved underwater. The eyes and the top of the head appeared for a moment in the hollow of the swell, and now the eyes were green. Then the sea covered them and the head. What colour are the eyes now? They were red. What colour are they now?
Blue.
What colour are they now?
Oh!
I'll give you a clue.
Yeah. Green.
Green! Then the sea covered them and the head. You wasn't listening then.
You're saying it too fast.
So I should read it slowly. The gulls circled low over the line of bubbles that went on moving slowly out into the deep sea. And that,
It went
boys
to
and
the deep
girls,
sea and did the thingy, and the gulls can't eat it. And he has green eyes, and then he has red eyes. Then he had.
so that is the end of chapter 1 from the Iron Man. Dun, 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 bum, bum. So far, let's do a quick brief of what's happened so far. So this Iron Man has a head the shape of a dustbin, but it is the size of a
bin.
It's the shape of a bin, but it's the size of a bedroom. It's the size of a bedroom. So it's the shape of a bin, but the size of a bedroom. So imagine how big the Iron Man would be. He's absolutely huge.
He's not the actual Iron Man.
So if you have a look at the Iron Man here, and then there's just a normal sized human being down here, and you can see the size that he actually is. So that is
That's
chapter
not a
1.
bed.
So he's gone off the top of the cliff, crashed onto the beach into lots and lots and lots, careful of the table, lots and lots and lots of different pieces. And he's managed to piece all the pieces back together. And he is all complete apart from one ear. So,
He doesn't have it here.
chapter 2...
He doesn't have it here.
Chapter 2 is going to be the return of the Iron Man, and we're going to be reading that next
Look.
week. A little sneak
Look.
preview.
Where's the ears?
We don't know.
He doesn't need
So, between now and next Monday, when we're going to be reading chapter 2, we want you to do a little bit of a project at home. So, Zaya, do you want to tell them what the project is?
He already told us.
I haven't.
We have.
We haven't.
We have.
We haven't. your own Iron Man. So using the things that are in your house. We haven't. Have we? I don't think we have. So we want you to make your own Iron Man. So using things that you can find in your house, maybe cereal boxes, toilet rolls, whatever you can find, any paper. So even if you don't have lots of things like that, you could just draw a picture of the Iron Man or create your own Iron Man using things that you've got in your house. You could even make an Iron Man. Zaya's got the Play-Doh out here. You could even make a Play-Doh Iron Man if you wanted to.
That's hard.
It would be tricky, do you think? So using things that are in your house,
Even
we want
metal
you to make.
To make it real.
If you've got metal, then that would be really
And
good.
have electronic stuff.
Electronic stuff, yeah.
You could
Maybe you're a house with
make it
electronic
and
stuff and
spray
metal.
paint. And you could make it.
We've actually got that spray paint, but it's gold. We could make a gold Iron Man.
Fine.
So we're going to make our own Iron Man during this week. And it can be as big or as little, whatever you've got enough time to do in your household. And then I want you to send me a picture or send me a video, and me and Zaya can look at them. And we can share them, can't we, next Monday? So we can share them with everybody. So that is your challenge for this week. I'm going to say peace out.
Left hand.
See you soon.